Kindergarten favorites. Some are surprising, some are planned. Today we're sharing with you our favorite resources for kindergarten that surprised us, that were not on our radar at the beginning of the year, and that we quickly fell in love with. Hey, I'm Sarah, and I would love for you to introduce yourself in the comments if you're new here, if you are not new, and if you're new, I also love to engage in conversation with you guys, so please comment down below. I'd love to talk with you and answer any questions that you have about these resources. I'm going to go quickly through them so that you can get a quick glimpse inside of these and maybe get inspired. So the first thing we actually had planned on using at some point in school, but we had used Kindergarten Math with Confidence, and I thought that's going to be our kindergarten program. Abeka Math Skills, Number Skills, Arithmetic K5 was on our shelf, and I thought, let's use it. We're almost done with Kindergarten Math with Confidence. We're not done with kindergarten year. I've heard Abeka is a little more advanced. Let's just try it. We loved this. This is amazing. I am quickly learning that I really do like a lot of traditional schooling type of materials like Abeka makes for math. And so this was really fun. I'll give you a peek inside. The second resource is a totally different subject, handwriting. So I had Handwriting Without Tears on our shelf, was planning on using that, and then realized I did not have the full program, wasn't feeling like I wanted to invest in that full program based on what we're planning for the future for schooling. And so instead I bought a Teachers Pay Teachers handwriting pack, and it was amazing. This goes with phonics and art and sentence writing, and so I have been really impressed by this. My boys do one page each day. They love it, and their art skills have definitely improved. Their handwriting skills also have improved, and it's really good reading practice for my son. So I'm giving you a glimpse at the pages now. I will leave this resource linked in the description box below so that you can find it. What I also really love about this is I can print it for as many kids as I want to use it for. I don't have to purchase an entirely new workbook. And I know other handwriting programs can get pretty pricey because you're buying the consumable workbooks for each child. This is all black and white, so not a lot of printing cost there. Third resource, this will come as a surprise to you if you have watched other videos on my channel about the logic of English. Because we are not planning on doing full-time homeschool in the future just because of our situation, I did not want to invest in further levels of logic of English. It can be quite pricey, and so instead I went with a free program that is available online, printed it myself. I can print it as many times as I want to for my kids. It is we're using it in Page Protector, so it's not quite as consumable for our family, so it is easier to reuse. But what is it? It is the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level K coursebook. And I did not look at using the Good and the Beautiful initially. I had been exposed to it, but I have really loved this, and my son has done very well with it. Logic of English set a good foundation for phonics, and so did his part-time preschool that he was going to. And then this is just picked up right where that left off, and he has just flown through this course. It hasn't been too easy for him, and it has not been too hard. And I love the pacing of the program. I love that they have a reading set, a reading book set, and also a reading booster card set. And it's like a combination of several different things that I was looking at actually using, but all for free instead of buying all these different programs. And so I have a full review coming out of this program. If you want to subscribe and ring the bell notification, you will get notified when that comes out. Fourth resource, we have loved using Sonlight level A, I believe it is, or level K science program. Loved it. I will make a review on that. But something that we have used to complement that program, and that I really highly recommend, is the Very Hungry Caterpillar's Very First Animal Encyclopedia. Kindergarten age is, in my experience, so fascinated with animals and with anything about the world, and this book has been amazing. Oh my word. I love Eric Carle, but I also love the illustrations and the information that is presented in this book. It is so age appropriate. It is not very too high vocabulary, and It's just the right amount of information per page with lots of illustrations. My boys talk so often about which like animal superpower they would love to have for defense or for protection, and they remember the information from this book so well. So I highly recommend The Very Hungry Caterpillar's First Animal Encyclopedia. Okay, the next resource I have covered in another video, and this is for manners, and that is Connoisseur Kids. We were using Everyday Graces with Gentle and Classical Primer. I quickly realized that it wasn't accomplishing exactly what I wanted to accomplish with manner education, and so we added in Connoisseur Kids, and it has been phenomenal. I love it. Okay, last resource that I will share right now is this Storybook Bible. Okay, I picked this up when we were visiting family in the US, and there is an Old Testament volume and a New Testament volume. We have both. I gave this to my son for his birthday, and so we just recently dipped into it, and it is awesome. Oh my word. Okay, so all of the stories and information in it are very clearly tied to something that is significant about God's character, about Christ's coming, about the salvation, the history of salvation. And it has things in there like Melchizedek. It talks about the various things like Abraham splitting the animals in half and God walking through the animals and making his oath, his covenant with Abraham. Just a lot of amazing detail that other storybook Bibles do not cover, that when kids actually read the Bible for themselves will be so helpful in getting them to understand salvation and God's covenants and just the history of the Bible itself. But it's not done in an overwhelming way. So it is so appropriate for kindergarten. My preschooler is reading it with us, keeping right on track with us in the information. And we have like probably 50 questions per page. And I limit my kids to like 1 question per page, please. Let's get through this and then ask me questions. So it does inspire a lot of questions, but they're not because my boys don't understand what's going on. And they're like, what does that word mean? Instead, it's more of like, oh, God did this, God did that. And so I can see that they're processing the information, which is exactly what I want from a kid's storybook Bible. And I have read many children's storybook Bibles. We love lots of them. I have a video comparing all the different storybook Bibles. And if it's not out yet, it will be out soon. And so just stay tuned for that or check it out linked below in the description box. Amazing, amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this Kingdom of God Storybook Bible. It's really awesome. Okay, so those are all the things that I have right now to share with you for kindergarten. These were all really surprising to me that like they have been huge hits, and I highly recommend them. They have not been part of any curriculum program that we have been using. They're just ones that I picked up randomly, and I'm like, I'm so glad I saw that. So hopefully they inspire you, and maybe some of them can be helpful for you and your family. If you need more inspiration for preschool and kindergarten, check out these videos here, and I will have reviews of some of these resources linked in the description box below. See you guys next time. Ciao.